Hey leaders! Hey. Welcome me back, please, from the world of restrictions of going live. Man, oh man, that was a very long 30 days, guys. Very long 30 days, but I'm back. I am back. So hopefully I'll have a couple of you on. I went live, but then nobody hopped on. I don't know if it's notifying people at all, since I have not been able to come live. So I went ahead and hopped off, told you guys I was coming live in 15, and now I'm back. Bless it all. Bless it all. Y'all. Whew. I highly recommend not ever saying joking things on Facebook because they don't think it's a joke. And, never been in trouble before. And here we are, but we're back. All right. So I'm going to wait a couple of minutes, see who hops on. I have some good stuff to talk to you guys about this morning. It's just kind of been 30 days of bottled up info that, I can post all day long, and I can do that, but there's nothing like going live. So as you guys hop on, say hey, and then I'll get started here in a couple minutes. All right, it says I have one person on, which is perfectly fine. Everyone can catch the replay. I'll wait a few more seconds and then I'm going to start talking. So I, first of all, am very pregnant. If you guys did not remember that, I'm still pregnant. I am due this month, and so I'm trying to get a lot of things done. But if you have experienced pregnancy, the exhaustion and lack of energy is really real. So I am trying my hardest to stay focused and to get a lot of stuff done, but I'm having to take a lot of breaks. I took a 3-hour nap yesterday. I do not nap. So y'all bear with me as I go into this new season. But as far as today goes, I really wanted to come on here and just talk about leadership, okay? Talk about different aspects of leadership, some kind of tips. I was listening this morning to Craig Groeschel. I love him. His podcast, his leadership podcast. Again, that is Craig Groeschel. This morning he put out a new one with Dave Ramsey, and I'm sure that name sounds very familiar to people. Both two incredibly brilliant men. They just have a lot of good info. Craig Groeschel is a pastor, but he also has his podcast, of course, and he's great. So I was listening to that while I was doing Cincy Club meal outs this morning, and took some really golden nuggets from that that I kind of want to talk to you guys about. I think as leaders, especially, we get into a rhythm and a role where we get kind of complacent, and then we forget how basic this business is. We forget the basics of this business, and we get caught in the fluff, and we get caught in the things that don't matter in this business. So I want to talk to those things this morning, and hopefully it, reaches y'all, helps you guys. So we'll see. So first thing is that each of us as leaders, each of us as Cincy consultants, each of us as independent Cincy consultants know what to do, okay? We know what to do in this business, okay? We know what to do. Why? Why do we know what to do? Because when we first sign up as independent Cincy consultants, we have an entire first things first checklist. And this first things first checklist is there to get us in the mindset of these are the things that we need to do to be successful. Okay. We also have very, very brilliant leaders in this company to look up to listen to train ourselves with. We have access to so many different resources at the tips of our fingers, okay? We have YouTube trainings. We have Facebook groups. We have different things they put on Workstation, different trainings they put on Workstation for us. We have different events, World Tour, Cincy Family Reunion. We have a lot of different things that are thrown our way, that are in our face, that are there for us to do to be successful in this business, okay? So we know what to do. We know what to do, especially as leaders, okay? If you're a leader and you're saying, I don't know what to do, you do know what to do, okay? You know what to do, you just have to do it, okay? And that is really the most important thing that I can say today, tomorrow, next month, is you know what to do, you just have to do it, okay? If you've listened to me train before, I know it's been a while, but the fluff has to be cut, okay? There is no income producing activity that is going to have fluff involved, okay? The 3 legs of success, meaning you're getting PRV, you're partying, okay? Which is in turn, if that leg is not being fulfilled, you cannot successfully do the rest, okay? So you're partying, but Amber, I can't party. Listen, I'm gonna be real tough love right now. Be Mama Amber. If you're telling me that you cannot party and I've been doing this thing for 6 years and you think that it gets any easier the longer you've been doing it, when all of your customers or most of your fantastic customers become a part of your team, if I can still party 6 years later, you can too. If in 2020 I was going from strictly doing home parties to learning how to do a successful Facebook party, and I had never done that before, you can do it too. You have to learn and be willing to learn, okay? You know what to do, you just have to do it. 3 legs of success. PRV, is your PRV being taken care of? Sponsoring, are you sponsoring? Are you blessing people's lives? And are you coaching those people? Are you coaching those people that you have brought on your team? Are you coaching those people who have trusted you to join your team? They joined you. Yes, they joined Cincy, but they joined you. Why did they join you? Okay? So, you know what to do. You just have to do it. It's very simple, but we're making this so complicated. I was talking to a leader in Cincy the other day, and she was asking me about my leadership and what I do with the checklist and stuff like that. And I was like, listen, it's very simple. It is very simple. We get so caught up. And if you're watching this live, I have 6 of you live right now. If you're watching this right now and you get caught up in fluff, go ahead and comment and let me know. I'm the same way. That's why I have systems in place that I'm going to talk about that are very strategic and they're very simple and they keep me focused, okay? If you think that I've been doing this for 6 years, then it has gotten so much easier to have join conversations. It has gotten so much easier to have party conversations. You're wrong. I was telling my husband the other day, I get just as scared to have those conversations. I get just as scared as the very beginning of my Cincy journey because we are human and we don't like rejection. But guess what? The more you do it, the more you practice, the easier it becomes. Okay? So we know what to do. We just have to do it. We just have to do it. You guys know I say do it scared all the time. Do it scared. Do it scared. Because the more that you do it and you're terrified and you're doing it out of fear, the easier it's going to become. Okay, so for me, what do I do to keep myself focused? Okay, there are a few things that I do. This is uploaded in the files tab for you guys. I believe if it is not, I will upload it. I don't know if I'm not seeing comments from you guys, but I have not seen anything. Yes, it is in the comment, or it is in the files. It's literally called Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So Leaders in Feet to Faith, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, okay? This is how I run my business. I have this laminated. I have a laminator from Amazon that I got, okay? And this is how I run my business. But Amber, I can't do that. I work full time. I don't know. Listen, you're a leader. You can figure it out. You're an independent sensing consultant. If you're brand new to this page, guys, I was a full-time special education teacher up until last August. Up until last August, I worked my business full-time, my Scentsy business full-time from 2016 to 2021 August. And I hit Superstar Director, which is the very top of the company, in September of 2019. No, 2020, sorry. 2020. The year of the pandemic, the year that the world fell apart. Okay, I was doing all of that while still being a full-time teacher, okay? So I think there's a little bit of validity there. I'm not being cocky. I'm just saying I've done it. So listen to me when I say that you can do it, but you have to stay focused. You have to do the things that you know you have to do, okay? That are centered around the three legs of success, okay? So my list of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, this keeps me focused, okay? And then from there, what do? I have sticky notes, and I have a note section on my phone where I break down the income producing activities that I'm going to do that day, okay? Meaning income producing activities. Income producing activities are the things that matter. They are the things that are going to bring income. They are the things that are going to change my business, okay? Mondays and Wednesdays, okay? Mondays, booking parties, making sure my parties are good to go for the month. PRV, I'm making sure I know where that's coming from, sponsoring conversations, and then anything else that I need to do on Mondays. We have a lot of LTO drops. We have a lot of things like that happen on Mondays. Tuesdays and Thursdays, those are my team days. Those are the days where I am sitting down. I'm doing trainings. Today's Thursday, right? I haven't been able to come live because I've been in jail or restriction, sorry. And they took away 30 days of going live for me. So you haven't seen me going live, but that's what I do on Thursdays and Tuesdays, okay? I'm pulling reports. I'm going live. I'm doing trainings. I'm reaching out to frontline. I'm reaching out to downline. I'm doing emails. And that's when I do action plans as well. This month is baby month. I'm not doing action plans this month. You know, this business works around you. Wednesdays are the days that I do mail outs. I didn't finish them yesterday. I took a mental health day, and I took a Amber Listen to Your Body day, and I took a nap for 3 hours. I don't nap, but I'm almost about to pop a baby out, y'all. So Wednesdays are mail outs. Friday I play catch up, okay? I go ahead and prep for the next week. I make sure my office is ready to go. Anything that I did not get done gets done on a Friday, okay? Anything that I needed to catch up on, I go ahead and prep customer emails in Google Docs on that day so that on Saturdays I can send it out. And then Monday tip emails that I send to my team, I also go ahead and type those up in Google Docs so Saturdays I can send them out. So I keep it very simple. Is this how I worked my business all the time? No, it is not. But once you cut the fluff out because there's no time for it, you're going to see a focus shift in your business. When you're focused heavily on what actions am I doing to get PRV? How many parties do I have booked? And I've already said, if you can't book parties, you're not asking enough people and you're not asking it the right way. Do you want free Scentsy? I shared in Feet to Faith the other day. Go through your orders history on Workstation the past 3 to 4 months. Message every single person. Hope you're loving your Scentsy. Was wondering if you want free Scentsy. Very simple. You're going to get told no. You're going to get ignored. You're going to get people that are going to say, okay, well, what do I need to do? And then you're going to get people that are going to be like, absolutely, I would love to. Okay. Keep it simple. Do it scared. You can do it. Okay. Do you have Scentsy Club subscriptions? Do you have that residual income? How are you taking care of your club people? Okay. For me, I spoiled the mess out of my club people. They know that every single month that their subscription runs, they get special stuff from me in the mail. Okay? Why do I do that? I want to take care of them. Yes, it's not a personal website order. Yes, they're not having a party, but they're having an order that comes in automatically every month, every 2 months, every 3 months. So they get spoiled by me. How are you doing that? Are you booking parties off of parties? What are you doing? If you're saying you can't do it, you need to figure out how to do it. You're doing it the wrong way if you don't have success. Are you adapting and overcoming? If something you're doing isn't working, try something else. There are so many different resources at the tips of your fingers, okay? If how you're asking people to party is not working, change it up. Go to YouTube. Type in Cincy party conversation, or I don't even know. Change the way that you're doing stuff if it's not currently working, okay? So from there, my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, how do I stay focused throughout the month? This is also in the files tab. It's just been a while since I've told you guys about it. Let me see. It is the 3 legs monthly list. Okay. Katie Lassiter, Superstar Director, came up with this system. And she called it the 1-to-1 method master list. This is also the 1-to-1 method master list is also in the files tab. This is what I use to stay focused throughout the month. Okay. I'm not showing you my month right now, but this is what it looks like. Okay. I write everything pen and paper on here, okay? So for me, I have lists for the month. So this will be next month, June. I have potential hosts where I look at the order history, past high or frequent orders. It says it right there for me. Then I have conversations. Then I write down who's going to be my host for the month. Potential teaming. I'm looking at my club people. I'm looking at the people who have really high sales. Who could benefit from joining Cincy. If they're ordering from you every month, 2 months, 3 months, they might as well get paid for their orders. Okay. So I write their names here, Teamy Focus. When I'm doing action plans, when I'm pulling reports at the end of the month, I'm looking at who, listen ma'am, let's look, this is leadership tip. Who is producing high PRV? I don't care their lineage. They could be 6 down for me. Who is producing high PRV, who is recruiting, and who is very close to promoting but might not know, okay? Those are going to be the people that I'm focused on. Those are going to be the people I'm reaching out to, that I'm creating relationships with, and I'm saying, hey, I'd love to work with you if you would like to work with me, okay? Not saying that I know everything. I'm not saying that, but I've been in this business for 6 years, and I love nothing more than to help people who want it for themselves. You cannot light a fire in somebody who does not have a fire, at least a flame. Okay? These are people who you have identified who are doing the actions. They are doing the things that need to be done in order to be successful. Okay? They're not just saying, oh yeah, well, I'm going to have conversations, and then they're just completely blowing you off. Okay? Numbers don't lie. That's why I pull reports. Also on here, Cincy Club running this month, I pull the report on Workstation. I write down everyone whose order is running this month, and then I keep track of what I send them. And then I also do mystery boxes every single month for my VIPs. They love them. It keeps some funness going. Funness, I might have made that up. Going in my business. So I also write who I'm doing those for and what I send in those. Okay, it's very important for follow-ups that you're always keeping track of what you are sending to people, okay? As far as mail outs, you're doing the same thing. I have another paper pencil system that I use with that. It is also in the files tab. Should be. If not, I will put it in there for you guys. I might not have uploaded it, but it looks like this. I was using one before and it stopped. It wasn't working for me anymore. There's too much going on. So I simplified it. I keep it very simple. Okay. Customer mail out log, customer name, order total, Are they a new customer? Yes or no? That's very important. I need to know if they're a new customer or not. Okay. Why is this important? Because if they're a new customer, I need to make sure, 1, that I'm texting them, 2, that I'm adding them on Facebook, 3, that I'm adding them to my VIP page, 4, that I'm following up big time with them because they've never bought from me before. They've sometimes never even used Scentsy before. Usually they're from a party or they found me on a website, on the personal website, the lead generator. And I need to ask them to have a party, okay? Date mailed. What did I send them? This is how I follow up with people. Follow-up date. What were their favorite samples? Did I book a party from there? What is their party date? Okay. I also use stamps.com. That is how I track when people get my happy mail. I put my my email in there, and I'm able to see when it shipped. I'm able to see when it was delivered, all of that, okay? So, you guys know what to do, okay? You know what to do, your leaders. You know what to do, so you need to do it, okay? If you're not growing and adapting in this business, like I said, if something is not working for you, you need to change it. You need to change it up. You need to make it work for you. Something that works for me, guys, this has evolved over the 6 years. Every system I use has evolved. I have used just about every single system that Chloe Cox has put into place, and if it doesn't work for me, then I make it my own, okay? She's my sponsor. She's y'all's upline SSD and one of my best friends. She's very successful in this business, okay? But what works for her doesn't necessarily work for me. And that's okay. That's the beauty in this. We are independent Scentsy consultants as long as you are doing the things that matter in this business. You are cutting the fluff. You're saying, okay, enough is enough. I'm done making all these fancy labels if I don't have any parties booked. I'm done making all these fancy Canva flyers if I don't have any parties booked. If you don't have any parties booked, you need to stop with the fluff. That's the bottom line. You need to start with the basics. You need to have party conversations, have party conversations, have party conversations. Get ignored. Get told no. That's where the magic happens in this, okay? I don't know. A lot of y'all are... Okay. Kayla, no, I am not seeing any comments. But that's fine. At least I can go live. At least I can go live. Okay, so... something that Dave Ramsey said in this podcast too. If you guys don't listen to Craig Groeschel already, I highly recommend listening to him, especially this latest one that he put out today with Dave Ramsey. But Dave Ramsey said that you have to have a healthy level of fear to be successful, okay? Fear is not always a bad thing. And that's why I say to you guys, and you guys know that one of my sayings is do it scared. Because if it scares you, it's going to challenge you outside of your comfort zone. It's going to challenge you to do something that you know is going to be beneficial. But if you're just doing the things over and over in this rhythm that you know is not going to work, you're just wasting your time. So, healthy level of fear is perfect, okay? I already told you guys, cut the fluff. There's no time for it. Now, I'm not saying that I don't make labels that are pretty. I'm not saying that I don't make graphics that are pretty. I'm not saying that I don't do that, okay? But there's a time and a place for it, and there's a time and a place to not do it. If you don't have parties booked, if you're not having joy in conversations, if you don't have Scentsy Club subscriptions, you need to focus on those things. You need to focus on the conversations that you're having to build your PRV, to help build your team. You need to do those things before doing that. Something that's also income producing for me is bulk sampling, okay? You guys have heard me say this a million times over. I just worked on this the other day. I'm about to pop a baby out. This is income producing for me, okay? I have Scentsy Soak. I have tons of Scentsy Fresh. I have Counter Clean. I still have to do some more washer whiffs. But when I'm doing Happy Mail, when I'm packaging orders, I can grab, throw into the baskets or the bags or whatever and go. Okay, that's income producing because then I track it on my mail out log. I track it when I'm packaging orders, what I'm giving them. Okay, and it makes it very simple for me. Okay, If you guys hear Bailey, she's trying to kill a lizard that I have on my back porch. The second best thing that I want to say that I heard from this podcast, or second to last thing, not second best thing. You learn best from personal failure. You learn best from personal failure. When you do something that does not work, that should be a way that you are Bailey, assessing, and you're saying, okay, well, I tried that. Not that you tried it for a day, not that you tried it for 2 days, not that you tried it for a week. I want you guys to try something for a month or 2. And if it doesn't work, change it. But don't be that person that says, oh my God, I had 20 conversations today and nobody responded to me. And keep going. If you guys knew how many times I was ignored or told no, you would be shook. But guess what? I don't stop. And why don't I stop? Why don't I stop? Because my why is so strong, and I know why I'm doing this business. I know that I never, ever, ever want to go back to teaching, and I will never go back to teaching because I've made a way for my life and for my family to never have to go back to working for people who do not care about me, where I don't have to go back to something where I'm literally physically and mentally so drained that I was crying every single day. Okay? Your why has to be so attached emotionally that when you get in certain circumstances, like today, guys, I did not want to get out of bed because I have been in so much pain. I have no freaking energy, and this child is taking all the energy from me. But listen, if I don't go ahead and make sure that my May and my June are set up for success, nobody's going to do it for me. Nobody's going to do it for me. Nobody is going to do it for me. I do not have an assistant. My husband does not run my business for me. Yeah, I could probably have my mom come over and help me with packaging some orders, and that's little, right? But leadership stuff, making sure that my business is taken care of, making sure that you guys are taken care of, making sure that you guys know what to do when I can take a step back for a little bit because I'm going to produce a human here soon. I've already produced a human. I'm going to push him out of me. Nobody's going to do it for me. But guess what? If I would have given up a couple of years ago when COVID happened, when we were all so scared, if you were with Sensi, we were all so scared saying what's going to happen. And then a month or 2 in, we were all like, holy goodness gracious, this is insane. If I would have given up back when I first joined, and I went through a really bad breakup and had to move in with my parents, and my office was literally a closet. If I would have given up then, if I would have never gone through the failures, if I would have never stuck with it after I failed over and over and over again, I would never be where I'm at today. I would never be in the circumstance that I'm at today, that I can have my little boy, I can be home with him and not miss anything, if I did not push through personal failures. I have failed over and over and over and over in this business. And what I have done every single time is I have overcome by adapting. I have adapted. I have figured out something that's going to work instead. So I'm speaking to you guys that are, maybe in this place of, oh my gosh, well, the flash sale was so good. The flash sale month was so good. But what happened? And you're making these excuses for yourself, or maybe your team is making these excuses for themselves. Listen to me. The flash sale was great. That's the best flash sale I've ever seen in 6 years from Sensi. It was fantastic. Do you want to know how to continue that momentum? You party. You party. Your team parties. How are you going to get PRV if you're not partying? That flash sale was literally in a basket. PRV. Some of you had your best months ever. Some of you had your highest paychecks ever. Your team's the same thing. But listen to me. You can have the same exact outcome on a month where there's not a flash sale. If you're getting out of your own way, your team's getting out of their own way, and you're having conversations, you're booking parties, you're expanding your customer base, you're expanding your club subscriptions, you can do the same thing. It can be done every single month, month after month. You know what to do. You just have to do it. Okay? And lastly, repetitiveness. This was Dave Ramsey said this. Repetitiveness and automaticity. I made up automaticness. Repetitiveness and automaticity becomes boring at times. Okay? When you get into this rhythm, right, where you know exactly what you're doing in this business. You know that when I woke up today and I said to my close group of people, I said, I need prayers. I am exhausted. I'm so tired. God works in mysterious ways. I have so much energy. Thank the Lord. But I knew today's team day. And guess what? I'm out of freaking Facebook restrictions. I knew that I could come live today, but I didn't want to do it. Where am I right now? Where am I right now? I know that on Thursdays, it's team days, it's group days. I do my emails, I pull reports, I do this, I do that. I know that because it's on here. It gets boring, right? It gets repetitiveness and all that. When it's a habit, it's habitual, it gets boring, okay? You got to spice it up sometimes, okay? That's why I started doing mystery boxes with my customers. I think they're really fun. My customers think they're really fun. It's a really good way to get a minimum of 500 PRV for my customers. And it's just fun, okay? So keep it fun and adapt. If you're in a place where you're like, I'm bored, figure out a new way to spice it up. Do something new for your customers. Do something new in your VIP page. Change up the way that you're partying. Make a new Facebook outline that you can do fun new posts for your customers. Figure it out. But do me a favor. If your why is strong enough and it is attached to emotions and you are like, I don't want to live this life forever. I know there's more. I know there's more on the other side of waking up every day miserable for my job. I know there's more than my husband being the only one who makes all the money in this house. I need a place for me. Whatever your why is, and it's so emotionally attached, don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on yourself. I truly and never thought that I could walk away from teaching because of Scentsy. I saw my friends do it. I saw them do it over the years, one by one, walking away from nursing, walking away from teaching, walking away from nursing. Stuff that was no longer fulfilling their life, where they were working for the man and because they had to pay the bills. That's where I was with teaching, because I couldn't walk away. I had to pay my bills. I have a mortgage. I have a car payment. I knew I needed my student loans forgiven after 5 years. I had to stay at least 5 years. And then even then I was like, hey, what am I doing? Why am I still working this job that they don't care about me? Genuinely do not care about me. Crying every single day. I was doing the job of four different people. What is it? Bailey! Trying to kill my lizard friend. 2019 to 2020. No. Yes. 2020 to 2021. And, you know, when I worked so hard, and I work 500 times harder now that I'm not teaching, because I have the ability to. When I was able to walk away, when I was able to literally, guys, take a sheet of paper. I wish I still had it. I'm sure I have it somewhere. I took a sheet of paper. I wrote down every single bill that I am responsible for in our household. Every single bill, down to SiriusXM, down to Netflix, that is drafted out of my account. I did that last August and presented it to my husband, who wanted nothing to do with me leaving teaching. Nothing to do with me leaving teaching. He is a wonderful man, but he's very, this is traditional and this is what we do. And how are we going to have money? And you're going to lose your health insurance. And what are we going to do? And all these questions. If I would have never stayed the course, if I would have never pushed past the personal failures, if I would have never overcame and adapted throughout the years, I would never be sitting here talking to you guys about this right now at 11:37 a.m. on a Thursday. I would be in the classroom, miserable, staring at the clock, probably crying because I'm doing stuff by myself. Because let me tell you this, as soon as I gave my phone call to resign, my principal knew it. He knew that's why I was calling, but guess what? The next week, it was the next week or the next 2 weeks. I think it was the next week because the new school year was about to start last August. 2 people were hired. Not just one to replace me. 2 people were hired. Where I was doing the job of 2 full-time special education teachers for the entire school year. That's why I got so burnt out. I wasn't passionate about it. I'm passionate about this. So listen to me. Stick through it. You know what to do. You just have to do it. Do it scared, and share what you're doing. Share what you're doing. Please, guys, this page, and I know I'm talking a lot, but I've had a lot bottled up the past 30 days. You guys have so much to give. You have so much information of stuff that works for you that might not work for other people, but please share it. Because what works for me isn't going to work for everybody. But when Alex came on here this morning and she shared her parties about how she goes live and she has that display and everything, that probably resonated and helped a lot of you guys. Please share. There's nothing that you have that is not worth sharing in this page. There's no dumb share. Okay? Share, overshare. I want to see what you're doing. I'm sure everybody else in this page wants to see what you're doing. We are so much better together. But if I can leave you with 2 things, right? You know what to do. You have to do it. Do it scared. And please have systems in place that are going to help hold you accountable. Have a schedule. Know that, when you get off work, or like Tina earlier, we were talking, she was on a training for work and she knew she was able to work on some banners for her team. It's very important. Free recognition. Recognize what you want repeated. Do things that work for you in the time that you have. I did not always have this time to where I can work Scentsy 24/7, or not 24/7, 9 to 3 each day, because I was in the classroom. Okay. I had to work it when I had breaks at work, which was very rarely, and I had to work it when I got home. Okay. Do the things that are income producing. PRV, sponsoring, coaching, Scentsy Club. Do the things that you know you have to do in order to see the success that you want in this business. It will change your business. It will change your life. Promise you on that. So, let me go get my dog. She's trying to kill the lizards on the porch. And I will talk to you guys later. I'm so excited. I am finally able to go live again. Do not say anything that Facebook might think that is a threat to people, even though it is a joke in comments. You will get on restrictions and then be like me for 30 days. So, love you guys. Have a great day. Go get them.